Everybody, thank you all so much for being here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we give you the corporate updates and you get to ask our founder right over here, Justin Bellababa, your questions, and he will give you the answers right here live on Facebook. So we're super excited to see you all. I'm going to, of course, start with our corporate updates. We have our event in Houston, Texas. Hopefully, we will all see you in Houston, Texas, July 11th. And you could right now get your tickets for early bird ticket pricing for $19 for current customers and affiliates and $9 for your guests. If you're uncomfortable with traveling, we will also be streaming that event. So you want to make sure that you get your tickets. And I am hoping to have an event location locked down for you all and sharing all the details by the end of this week. So I'm very excited for the Houston event. There's going to be lots and lots of great stuff I know that we've been talking about, but also some surprises for you all during that event. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. We also have a great, yeah. It will be. We also have a great incentive for everyone right now. And right now, when you sign up, your very first customer with us here at Royalty, you get $87 back immediately. Your second customer, $87 back. Third, $87. Fourth, $87. Fifth, $87. So sign up your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth customer with us here at Royalty, and you get $87 for each of those customers. So that's an initiative or an incentive that we have going on right now, and people are doing great with it. So congratulations to all of you who have taken advantage of that incentive, and to all of you who are pushing for that incentive. It's been an amazing month so far. Sincerely, you're all doing an incredible job. So great job with that. We also have our Wine and Dine events. The very first one is our UK Wine and Dine event. The link is up. It's below this post right here on our Royalty Facebook page in order to register your guests for that event. Today will be the last day that you can register your guests for that event. It's in English. It's for the UK. It's in the UK time zone, so it's 8 p.m. UK time. I believe that's 3 p.m. for us. So if you know anyone in the UK, make sure that you are registering your guests for that event. Okay? Last day. That's it. Cutting it off. Okay? That's it. It's the last day. So I'm going to make sure. What?
That's it.
Oh, okay. So yes, 5 times 87, right, Olivier? For sure. We also have July 11th, Houston, Texas. Can't wait to see you all there, whether you're there live or virtually, and our UK Wine and Dine event. The next week, though, this is the 14th to 21st, will be our Wine and Dine event for Germany. And then the 28th will be our US Wine and Dine. So start registering your people now so that we have that updated list of people that are registering and we know exactly how many people are going to attend that event. So make sure that you're registering your people. Okay, so those are my announcements for today. Over to you, Justin. I feel like we're on TV. Over to you.
Hey, hi, everybody. Let's see, new analytics flowchart. I think we'll push live today. So that's cool, which will soon be followed by team analytics, which I'm extremely excited about. And then over time, over the next several weeks, the rest of the team features. But today should be the flowchart, and it looks awesome. So that'll be a big step, a long anticipated step. And what else? And then what?
Yeah, like what people see in their the analytics section, that flow chart. Like I want people to kind of get excited about.
Yeah. So look, the whole point of this, several months ago, it became clear that as we continue to rapidly expand, the range of online marketing features that we offer, for someone who's kind of like a total, rookie, even for people who've been doing it for a while,
Yeah.
right? Like kind of understanding how all the pieces fit together is it's not the easiest thing in the world, right? It's like understanding how like a car engine works, right? There's like lots of moving parts. And kind of how each part works together, and how each component contributes to your ultimate goal, which is to generate leads, right, and grow your audience, and build interest in your business, right, from within that audience. So that's the intention, is to provide of like a simple view of how the whole marketing engine works together and how all the pieces relate to each other. So that was the overarching goal that we had, and then to actually pull that off, we had to completely rebuild our whole analytics engine, which took a couple of months, to make it like sufficiently scalable, for our thousands and thousands of users and future millions. And lots of different data feeds we had to get together, and so yeah, it was a lot of work. So that's you'll see that today. The cool thing about this is, unlike other analytics that you might see in other programs, this one's totally automated. There's no manual entry. Like, you couldn't enter this data manually if you wanted to, right? Like, we're tracking everything, the number of leads coming in from different sources, the clicks being generated, the views being generated. And so to provide a complete view of all of your marketing activities in an automated way, that's kind of a new thing, right? Like, that's not something that's available to small business owners anywhere else. We will also then take that to the next level, hopefully later this week, when we release the team view. So to build your team, oversee all of the marketing activities of every single member of your team, as well as the individual marketing activities of the members of your team, so you can be as effective and helpful in your coaching and leadership as possible. And identify things that are working for your teammates, things that are not working, identify people who may be at risk, right, of quitting whatever business you're working on, right? Because you'll be able to see that marketing activity decline. So look, this is something that has been a long time coming. Like, we started with team analytics 2 years ago, and there was too much data, like manual data entry. Now we've automated everything, and we're kind of reintroducing it to the world, and I think it's going to be a big deal. So anyway, that's really exciting. So today, I hope to be able to, the thing is, it's already on production. Like, you just can't see it yet. So I hope to kind of flick the switch and reveal it, as long as the next few hours go well. And then later this week, hopefully we'll be able to reveal the team view as well. So that's really exciting, right? Like, analytics, they don't get a lot of credit for being really exciting, right? Because, boring old analytics, but this is really exciting. So I'm really pumped. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, I think it's exciting.
That's not it. There's a million other things, but that's like the big headline.
Yeah, I think it's exciting too for people to have an opportunity to kind of see how things work together. And analytics are great. Numbers don't lie. So even to yourself, sometimes you need to know what's really happening, and for your organization, same thing. So this is going to be huge for sure. Okay, so
yeah,
we're here to answer your questions.
That's why we're here.
So make sure that you're putting your questions in the chat, and I'll make sure to ask Justin your questions, and we will give you all the answers. Okay, I'm going to kind of go searching up and see if I can find any questions that I might have missed. But if you have a question, make sure that you're putting it in the chat as well. Okay. So there's a question about being able to build your website vertically in the future. Yes, but they're asking for a deadline.
Vertical building is what exists today.
Yeah.
Right? So that's basically like in your website editor, you can kind of like put sections, on top of one another, right? Like you build kind of like section under section under section under section. What we will do is enable horizontal building. So you can put section beside section beside section, right? Which will open up a whole world of flexibility for people who are looking for, more kind of like custom layouts on your websites. So yeah, do I have a deadline on that? No. But it is like extreme. It's like right at the top of the list of like, relatively minor features. Not to say it's no work. It's a bunch of work, but it's not as big as, for example, the Teams feature, which takes us like a couple months. This is like, a week or two.
Right on. Curva says, how can I show royalty to more people? Make sure that you're using your 3-click marketing, of course. And if you also have in your affiliate link section a sales funnel that you can share, that kind of does all the work for you. So you don't have to do the explaining. You just have to share the link with people who are interested in having a professional online marketing presence. Sylvia says, at the moment, .now pages are conspicuously often shown as unsafe. Can you do something about that? I've seen this. You may have to make sure you're sending it with HTTPS. Right?
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Like send it with HTTPS. You won't get that if you're kind of typing it in.
Yeah, and also, by the way, like, we cannot speak to every single version of every single browser on Earth either. Like, I hear this like once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Yes, excited for analytics. Can we share this with people in India as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How will we be able to tell once he flips the switch? He wants to know how we'll be able to tell.
Well, we'll probably announce it.
Yeah, we'll make an announcement.
I should actually have a switch. That would be like the best.
That would be. It was being a ka-chow. Will it be possible in the future to copy parts of a page into another page? So I'm sure in the future it will be. I just duplicate the page because now I have all the parts of that page and then delete the pieces that I don't want to make it
Totally.
really cool. So I just duplicate the page. Is there construction going on?
Sorry?
Is there construction going on?
Yeah.
See, we can see. Did you say we can see the analytics on our team's social media platforms to oversee their productivity?
Yes. I mean, yeah, like that. So you're going to see when we take, like when this goes live, hopefully today, you're going to see a bunch of data that's filled in, and you're going to see some other stuff that's going to say coming soon. Because it is, right? Like we weren't going to like not release this because we don't have the LinkedIn API integration done. Like that wasn't a reason to not release this, right? So what you will see are your website analytics, your blog, your email, leads that you enter yourself, like manually into the lead section in the CRM. A couple other things. Then the next thing is going to be Facebook, right? So you'll be able to connect your Facebook account. And then after that, we'll do Twitter or LinkedIn after that. And then whichever one we don't do, we'll do that. And then it'll kind of all be, working like and done, and there won't be any more coming soons. So, but that, so we're going to kind of release this in chunks. Like I thought, let's put it out there with some coming soons rather than like delay this another month, which, there's still tons of really, really valuable information.
Yeah. Wayne says, I'm new here. Can I treat the web page as a landing page with a video and a call to action button for a free offer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you can call your website a landing page. right? You can call it a digital business card. You can call it a website.
Yeah.
Like you can call it a capture page. You can call it a lead magnet. And those are just kind of like different uses of a website. There's no technical difference. It's just how you use it and how much or how little information you put on the page.
Yep. So yes, Terry's overview, the link for that yesterday, it's been updated in the group. It'll be updated on how to get started .now.site. It did require a password. We tried to get it out to as many people as we could, but we have already updated the post, and I'll update the page with that as well. Duplicate the page. One sec. Is there an ETA on when the metadata label on posts will be editable?
Editable?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's included in the current sprint. And we met with our engineers this morning. And so, we're halfway. We do 2 weeks at a time, like 2-week kind of chunks of development. So it's meant to be in this one. So we're a week in. So I expect the plan is to release it in the next week.
Yeah. Will we be adding Pinterest anytime soon for business? So you could post on Pinterest right now. Like, it's just a link. You can post that link on Pinterest. I know I was talking to young Silas. I call him young Silas. Young Silas the other day, who actually prospected someone for a business using Pinterest and created a conversion from it. So Pinterest works. Sure. Will we ever be able to integrate ads with Instagram as we do for other platforms? I think you mean 3-click marketing for Instagram, and you can, as long as you have 10,000 followers. On Instagram, you have to have 10,000 followers no matter what, right? Like, this isn't our rule, this is an Instagram rule. In order to post a link, you get that swipe up feature on Instagram once you have those followers. So if you do have 10,000 followers, of course, you can post your 3-click marketing link to your Instagram page, which many people do already. Is there a plan to show a version history of the software so we can see what software parts changed and improved?
Version history, sure, like updates. Yeah. We are planning on doing that. I don't really know why we haven't. We should.
We move fast. Any more current suggested social posts coming, meaning more variety? That's Michael Pendleton. But
yeah, like I would, try like updating your keywords. That'll help. But also, yeah, we add like thousands of pieces every week.
Yeah.
Thousands, like 3,000 to 5,000 a week.
Yeah. Yes, Wayne, you can add video to your website or landing page, whatever you'd like to use. Tony, I'm sure you have a retargeting question on your specific account, it seems. So that's one for support. If you want to ask a question about your specific account, right? So we don't want Justin sitting over here. I don't want anyone to get the blast from Justin. No, I'm just kidding, Justin. But they can look up your account and be able to give you the answer. I have a question under the soap there. Okay, so this is from Bowdy. I hope I'm saying that name right, Kwan, by way of Kwan. I have a question. Under the social media posts, there are some green squares. What do they mean? On some posts, I have 2, and on other posts, just 1 green square.
Yeah, that's the number of times you've posted that particular post. Yeah. So, like, that you've shared that post. Like, so that is, like, we encourage you to share your post more than once because, like, first of all, not everyone sees it the first time you post. Like, you'll reach, whatever, 10% roughly of your audience. So you want to reach more than that. So post it again. Also, people don't always click the first time that they see something, go by in their newsfeed. They might be like, oh, that's kind of cool, but later. And then they see it again, and that's when they engage with it. So yeah, post, and then post some more.
Yeah. Like, if you have your own, like, if you've ever done your own lead magnet or you share it more than once. You share great content more than one time. So for sure, Continue to post. Okay, this is from Carlin. This is long. Give me a second. I guess
The Biz Pro is a great last name. I'm just kidding.
what?
Carlin, the Biz Pro.
Oh, a question asks, when building your website, you cannot see the font size by number or put it in by number?
Okay.
Put it in with the up and down arrow in front of it? I guess she just wants an I guess not to slide it, to be able to put in the font number.
What I'd like to know what device you're using. It seems sort of like nothing's blocking things on my screen.
I mean, yeah.
Are you trying, like, are you, it sounds kind of like you're logging into the like on your mobile phone or something like that. And landing pages are really not meant to be built on like a smartphone.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but it kind of sounds like you're using a phone to do that.
I like put in my font, and I also put in like the hex code for the color that I want all the time. I get like crazy in there. So how long does it take to get an ad approved?
Like it shouldn't be more than 24 hours, and if it is, let us know.
Yeah. If you'd like to go to the virtual convention or Houston, be there in person or virtually, just email support@royaltie.com to get your ticket. We changed to see the count. I want to learn. People click on and say yes. I want to learn to make my page more exciting, where people click on and say, yes, I need Curvish Jones travel service. Make sure that you're doing the 3-click marketing first, Curvis, and we do great trainings on stuff like that to help people out all the time on Monday and Wednesday. So if you're in our official corporate royalty group, you can come talk to us about making your social marketing posts even more exciting. But they work. Just keep sharing them.
Carlin says, no, I'm on PC. You're wrong. All right. Sorry, Carlin. I'm just guessing here. I can't actually see what you're doing, right? But okay, I'm gonna take another shot then, since we're troubleshooting your account. Maybe the resolution of your screen is set to be, maybe you're zoomed in a little bit too much. Maybe are you using Chrome as your browser? Are you using a modern version of Chrome? Try those two things, and then let me know.
One sec. It's
Charlie Yost. Most of my leads on the list showing coming from the bot. How do I get the origin? No. Your leads are not bots. Don't sign up for things. That you're talking about the clicks that show Ashburn, Virginia. Those are bots, but they're not signing up with you for anything. That's Google indexing your site. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It means that you'll be more discoverable in search results.
Are we in Romania? Romania. Yes. Just like that.
Yes. I don't know what our Romanian presence is, but yes, like there's no reason, that we wouldn't be.
That's how long does it take the ad analytics to update?
24, 48 hours.
Yeah.
So if not, contact support.
Other languages, disability use. Do we have other languages, disability use for the blind? And for new user clients in Spanish, French.
Well, okay, so languages, yes, right? Like everything works in French, German, and Spanish. We're looking into the disability accessibility stuff too.
When you share a social media image you previously posted, does the URL change or stay the same if you post to a different platform?
I think it stays the same.
The same. Yeah, it stays the same for sure. Justin, do you think we can shrink the URLs in social marketing?
Yeah, we can shrink them, customize them. Yeah,
Um,
it's like a medium priority thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, like super important. Like I understand, but like I don't know if it's super important. Not in my opinion, but I understand. Like I understand why you want to do it for sure, and we will.
Will your platform be able to combine our app, explainer video, website all together with AI? Thank you. What's our app, explainer video, website all together?
I don't get it.
Like, can you kind of elaborate on what you're saying there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first time. Well, thank you, Rudy. Is your
Oh, thanks, Rudy.
Okay, more questions. Oh, I think I caught up. I think, but
Yeah, I think so.
like it skips. So if I missed your question, let's get this after. If I missed your question, I wasn't intentionally trying to miss your question. Can you explain what the wine and dine consists of? I will. Okay. So the wine and dine is for influencers, right? People who have done, incredible things in their industry, maybe earned a lot, have lots of influence in their industry, thousands of people in an organization or hundreds of realtors or whatever. So the wine and dine consists of, we kind of sit there and chill and have a glass of wine. People eat dinner. We say hello. We introduce ourselves. Justin usually gives I always forget I give a good presentation. Justin gives a great presentation. I get that out there. And then we kind of open it up for Q&A. It's really informal and it lasts about an hour and a half. There are great high level questions from people who are interested in royalty. There's kind of this, like we don't record anything. There's lots of people who want to come and find things out and ask questions without like making it public knowledge that they're doing so. So it's kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. We keep it low key, right?
Yeah.
So wine and dine is about.
Yeah, like we don't record it. We understand that there's, people who may be involved in other businesses that are taking a look, and so we keep it confidential.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, and we send a like Uber Eats $100 to kind of facilitate the wine and dining. It's like this is to temporarily take the place of going to a city and holding an event.
Yeah.
Right. Or flying people into a fun destination. So it's part of like we started to do that, and then obviously COVID has thrown a wrench into everything basically, right, to do with travel and restaurants and meeting anybody. So this is our attempt to make the best of a far less than ideal situation.
Yeah. Carlin says she's using Firefox. Do you suggest using Chrome?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh, day now. I don't know that Vito quick day now. What do I do? I'm not sure what that means.
Build your audience.
Oh.
If you ever have any free time,
Yeah,
build your audience.
build your audience.
Yeah, build your audience. Do your 3-click marketing, then build your audience.
Adam says, my cousin was the marketing director for 2 different network marketing companies. She is taking a look at Royaltie to possibly refer to these companies and/or distributors. Do you suggest I invite her to the wine and dine?
Sure.
Yep.
Great idea. That's it. That's the type of person that we're looking for. And by the way, we partner with lots of network marketing companies, a growing list. Just in fact, we're doing another one this week.
Yeah.
either they want to resell the product or they want to use the product internally to kind of manage their their business, to help their, I guess, to help their distributors manage their business and to oversee that their marketing efforts.
Jeff's sense of humor cracks me up. Jeff McKissick, he said, food and conversation are organic. Well,
Sometimes.
Lynn says informal but personal. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Vito's saying quick day. We ran out of questions. He was talking. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I got you, buddy.
A simple or allowing me to move. Oh. Carlin's asking about organizing campaigns in the back office or in your account.
Yeah, organizing websites, organizing email campaigns, organizing social posts, all of that to be, sortable, filterable, folder, like put into folders. All that is extremely important and will be done in the near future.
Yeah. Jonathan says, what is a premium subscription? I can't do certain things in the app without this popping up. I've never heard of that.
Nope, me neither. Are you sure you're using the Royaltie app?
Right? Make sure you're using the
I feel like you're not using the Royaltie app.
Yeah. Things won't always relate to your business. I understand topics won't always relate to your business, but will you be adding any content regarding 360 virtual tours?
That's very specific.
Yeah, like that's like an event, right? Like it would be in the events category.
No, or it could, I think, maybe like real estate.
Real estate? Okay.
I think. But look, we have a photography section, we have a real estate section. 360 virtual tours is like a like it's not even that's very specific, right? Like imagine posting an article every day about 360 virtual tours. Like what homeowner is opening that newsletter every single day, right? What homeowner is interested in such specific content every day? No one. I'm not saying what you're doing isn't interesting. It's a valuable service, and it is interesting to someone who's in the market for that service on that day or that week, but not every day for years, right? Like maybe a couple times a year, but again, you can do that, right? Like what we're going to do is keep you interesting and relevant to and again, I don't know if you do this for real estate. I'm guessing that's kind of how I've heard of it, but we want to keep you interesting to homeowners in general, right? So that they don't unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Right. So that when they are selling and they need that service, they know you, they like you, and they call you. That's the whole point.
Can you explain our interaction with By Design?
So this is the weirdest thing. Okay. I see that you wrote it as BYDESIGN, which is a separate company. Yeah, I wouldn't normally have raised this, but okay. So believe it or not, we have relationships with two companies called By Design. One of them is the company that hosts our commission software, right? So like the back office commission engine. We didn't build that, right? Like we used to build our own commission software, but it always it never got the attention because we were building this product, right? Like our actual product. So last September, we started using this third-party platform built by a company called By Design, BYDESIGN. Okay, so they are our commission software. Then we met a company and like a network marketing company also called By Design, but they spell it BYDZYNE.
Yeah.
Right. And we have partnered with them and they are like a reseller of our marketing platform. So even look, if that sounds confusing, it is. We even just like talking about it internally, we have to like we constantly get those because like it's such a specific name.
Mhm.
But and who could ever imagine that you would have relationships, like really important relationships with two companies by that very specific name? It's such a freaky coincidence. So anyway, I hope that clarifies, but I'm sure I've only muddled things further.
It's so true. So, Dean, I think you're asking kind of the same style question as the 360 virtual tours. Dean says, I have a realtor who does radon gas home inspection and wants to market that business instead of his real estate business. There are no articles specifically on radon home inspection that show up.
And yeah, and there won't be,
Uh-huh.
right? Like articles about like home ownership, right? That's your audience. Remember, we're not trying to sell your product. Okay? You have not earned the right to sell your product to an audience of strangers. You first have to earn the right. We help you earn the right by being interesting, attracting interest in your category, right? Generating, leads, right? Building an audience, and then you then build like trust and awareness of your business by posting interesting stuff every day. Also, if you want to like build an email series about your product,
Mhm.
awesome. You should definitely do that. Okay, but until you have like until you've built trust and awareness, no one's gonna buy. They're not gonna buy from you like on the first time they hear about you. That's I wish life was that easy. We wouldn't be here, right? No one like Coke wouldn't be spending $1 billion a year on advertising, right? Like building a brand matters. People do not buy from companies that they don't know or trust. So that's our job with you, right? Is to attract interest by helping you be interesting, and then maintain that interest and that professional presence online, right? So that if you do meet someone, somewhere, and they look you up, they're going to say, oh, this person's a professional. This person's an expert in their general field. That's the job. Like that's what you're paying for with us, is to provide a professional online presence and to attract interest. Selling the actual product, that happens after, right? That happens after you have attracted interest and built trust, right? Like that's sales, right? Sales is converting interest into a purchase. Our business is to help you generate that interest in the first place. That's marketing.
Thanks, Justin. Jeff wants to tell us it's actually 3. His company is Defense by Design.
Oh yeah. My apologies, sir.
It's great. Adam, will you ever be able to do e-commerce on the platform in the future?
Probably not. For the same reason I just described. My view of e-commerce is that it is a very complicated, very competitive, very already saturated industry. There are great choices out there, like really great companies. I mean, I don't know, Shopify, Square,
Yep.
WooCommerce, many others. I don't know what we're going to bring to the world with e-commerce that isn't already available, by very large companies. So, and again, e-commerce is sales, like by definition, right? It's all about sales. It's about taking your leads and giving them a place where they can make a purchase, right? That's sales. And I think we have like many clients. Probably 25% of our customers, roughly, are e-commerce businesses. So they already have an e-commerce platform, and what they realize is that that's just the sales side. right? Like, where's the marketing coming from? Where are the leads coming from? Where's the traffic coming from? How am I building my audience? How am I building trust with that audience? How do I have a professional online presence, right? Other than just having like a store, right, on Shopify. That's not enough. And, and in no way is this a knock on Shopify, because they're a great company and what they are world class at what they do, but they don't do everything, right? Like, the question that they don't answer is, well, where's the traffic coming from in the first place? Right? How am I actually like building interest in my business? That's not something that they help you do. So, like, where I think we're going to focus is on what we do and extremely well, and what we think we can be the best in the world at, which is marketing. E-commerce gets into sales, and I do not believe that we can be the best.
Sorry.
I just don't like. I do not believe that we can be the best in the world at e-commerce, because there are already world-class companies doing this. I think that we can be the best in the world at online marketing for small businesses. And so I want to stay focused on that. It's not that I don't see the value in it. I just think that, we need to really be clear about, who we are, what we do better than anybody. And, you can integrate our stuff with, or you can, like, right now you can redirect them onto your e-commerce store. And that's what most people do, right? They use us for lead gen, online presence, and then they'll capture the lead and then redirect them onto their e-commerce store.
So yes, this is recorded. You could review it right after we're done. Justin, this is funny. Ryan says, took Hulk Hogan years to build up the Hulkamania brand. Remember that? Hulkamania? No?
Yes, of course.
And Jeff goes, he wrestled with his brand for years. Yeah, like, look at everybody started with the wrestling jokes. We're the funniest people.
How did that happen? Did I say that?
What? No.
I don't think I said anything.
No. Ryan says,
oh, I got you.
Hulk Hogan years to build up the Hulkamania brand, and then all the rest.
It's true.
It's true, yeah. To capture those, you can. Yeah. Oh, this is great. No. There are so many wrestling terms. Yeah. The best billboard in the world does you no good if it's placed somewhere no one can see it. Marketing. Marketing. When I do 3 click, I read the article. Should I? Dean says, when I do 3 click, I read the article first and then write comment on it. Why, or I guess he talks about why it's worth reading. He has one article that got shared 79 times on LinkedIn. Congrats.
Nice.
Should I try to connect with them? Any suggestion would help. Thank you. Of course. Just introduce yourself. And
Carlin, I like that. No one has the right to pitch their business or go in for the sale until you've built a relationship with your prospects. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I said this when was this? In Dallas, I think. Right? It's like trying to get married, on your first date. Right? Yeah. That is trying to make a sale the first time that someone encounters, your company, is like trying to get married on the first date. It like doesn't happen, and if it does, it doesn't end well. But it is exceptionally rare and unlikely. So don't make that your strategy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if that's your strategy, you have a bad strategy. It just doesn't work like that, right? That's why marketing exists, right? Is to build an audience. And again, like, look, anyone who has been successful in online marketing does it this way, right? There's no people are there's no other strategy. Right? It's not like someone's going to be like, oh, well, I did it this completely different way. No, they didn't, right? They built their online brand especially on social media, by being interesting every day and sharing valuable, information every day, right? That's how they built their following. There really is no exception to that. At least not that I'm aware of, right? From like the biggest, social media influencers to like local businesses. They did not do it. First of all, they did not do it by buying advertising, right? Like no social media influencer built their audience by like buying ads, right? That doesn't happen. They did it by adding value to their audience and by being interesting. And over time, they built a brand.
Yeah, that's just how it works every time.
So if like to say that like this doesn't work is it's sort of like it excludes it excludes 100% of successful cases.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no other way. There's no other magical strategy out there.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I always kind of want to say to people when they're like, oh, I tried Royaltie for a month and I didn't get a million new customers. So I'm gonna go do. It's like, well,
what's to do?
What are you gonna go do? Right? Like there's nothing else out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you weren't able to succeed here, do you think you're going to be more successful with a set of more expensive, more complicated, less integrated, less automated tools? Does that sound like a recipe for success? Not to me.
Yeah.
All right.
That's great. Jane says, seems like people have to insert their name and email before they can get to the article when I post 3-click marketing in Facebook groups. Is that how it works?
That is currently how it works. But we will be introducing an option in the 3-click marketing for you to post with or without the lead magnet.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to enable the Facebook API integration, which I hope is going to go live this week or next. Once we do that, then we'll be able to allow the option of posting either with or without that kind of capture form.
Yeah. Without that capture form. Yes. You're referring. Set your reminder on Facebook. Yes, I do. We still send out.
I think we said that the reminders.
Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, I can double check that, but I don't think we stopped sending them out.
Me either. Yeah, you're welcome, Jane. Just check really quickly and see if I missed anything. I think we got to all the questions, Justin. All right, so quick reminders though, Houston, event July 11th, you can join us in Houston while the location lockdown, hopefully by the end of this week, or you can join us virtually. Get your tickets for early bird ticket pricing by emailing support@royaltie.com. $19 for current customers and affiliates, $9 for guests. Make sure that you're taking advantage of our incentive. Sales 1 through 5, 1 sale, $87 all the way through to 5 sale. And we have our wine and dine events. Our UK one is this week, the 14th at 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you go through right here on our Royaltie Facebook page, scroll down a bit, you'll see that invite, and you'll see how you can register for those events. Okay? Great.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and end here. We'll see you all on Thursday. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.